I'd almost forgotten this, man, but back when cancel culture was really getting out of control, like really, really destroying people almost at random, and it was actually kind of starting to turn around and eat its own tail. There was a guy in a band called Mumford and Sons. You guys probably know him, which really, it was a pretty badass band. And all this guy did, I think it was on Twitter back then, all he did was share a link to one of Andy Ngo's books. And that was it, man. That was all it took. The dude was canceled. And by the way, all the book was, it was nothing crazy. It was no ifs, no isms, no right-wing conspiracies. It was just exposing the ties between the far left and the hardcore Marxists like Antifa. No big deal. All proven true, all completely accurate. And all he did was share a link to it. And the mob came for him, man. They kicked him out of the band. And here's why I'm talking about this guy. The guy didn't just shrink up and disappear. He is in the fight, man, and he is fighting hard. This is the canceled musician debating one of the most evil people on all of planet Earth.
Words have a tendency to change meaning. When I was a boy, woman meant someone who didn't have a cock. Populism has become a word used synonymously with racist. We've heard ethno-nationalist, with bigot, with hillbilly, redneck, with deplorables. January 6th has been mentioned. A dark day for America indeed. And I'm sure Congresswoman Pelosi will agree that the entire month of June 2020, when the federal courthouse in Portland, Oregon was under siege and under insurrection by radical progressives, those two were dark days for America. Yes?
There is no equivalence of it. So that, yes.
So you don't agree? And it's fine, you don't agree, that's fine.
But it is not like what happened on January 6th, which was an insurrection incited by the President of the United States.
I'm not sure if this started as a debate or she's just sitting in the audience and she's just taking the bait, just hook, line, and sinker. But even in faraway lands like England, I mean, she pretends that the violent mob that she is mostly responsible for, by the way, was an insurrection. And the 3 hours at the Capitol where no one even damaged the Rotunda art was not equivalent to the days of violent siege in Portland. I mean, honestly, we all know these are not serious people. I mean, she thinks wagging her finger just makes it true. I mean, she's just a total witch.
Today, particularly in America, the globalist left have become the establishment. I suppose for Ms. Pelosi to have taken this side of the motion, she'd be arguing herself out of a job. He didn't accept the 2020 elections, and he should have. So should Hillary in 2016, so should Brussels, and so should Westminster in 2016, and so too should Congresswoman Pelosi, instead of saying the 2016 election was, quote, hijacked. Quote, hijacked. Thank you.
That means that we don't accept the results of it.
Okay.
This dude is fantastic. I might have oversold it just a little bit. I guess it's not really a debate. Just an angry old witch, self-righteous, just angry person just barking out her insane lies anywhere she goes, any country she goes. And hijack, by the way, means stolen. It means taken over. It's a criminal act. And Nancy Pelosi said the 2016 election was hijacked, but that doesn't mean you don't accept the results. So if you mumble just one time that you accept it, or if you're Hillary Clinton and you give a half-assed speech congratulating your opponent, I guess you're covered. You're covered. You could spend the rest of eternity just bitching and moaning about how it was stolen from you. And then she just goes on, creates fictitious Eastern European boogeymen to the point that you end up in a proxy war with those people. And I mean, this is what she's saying. This is what Nancy Pelosi is saying. She's also apparently, she believes that the Summer of Love was mostly peaceful. She actually believes that. I mean, these are not serious people. And worse than not serious, they have lied and gaslit for so long that they don't even know what's true anymore. You know, we cannot have dinosaurs like that remain in our government, man. And the sad thing is, if they have to go all the way to England to actually be challenged, then we're never, ever going to get rid of them. We're never going to get rid of them. It's up to us, but we're not really knocking it out of the park. But that's just my take. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, guys, be a part of our growth. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.